Okay, so we're gonna go in depth on these banners, but before I do that, if you're a new player, summon on Vegeta's banner. It is better for you than Goku's, and these discounted multis are worth it if you're just starting. However, I'm gonna be more talking for people who have been playing for a while and have already got their start, who may be having a tougher time deciding and maybe want to skip this one. But just to make it clear, new players, go right ahead. This is great for you. Okay, so hey there everyone, my name is WafflesTheAsianYenbear and welcome to Should You Summon, the series where we take a look at new banners, analyze their value, and I tell you whether or not I think you should summon on them. Now we mainly look at these banners from a free-to-play standpoint, as free-to-play players need to be more careful with how they use their stones, but of course, banner value applies to dolphins and whales too. But with all that being said, let's get started. So, you want to know the first thing I did when I saw this banner? I went and looked at the 5th year anniversary banners and compared again. And then I went and looked at the Gotenks and Boo Dual Dokkan Fest when these units are returning. It's honestly no contest that those are better banners, but the prospect of earning enough tickets for a free multi is just kind of tempting like that. You just know how it is. But ultimately though, here's the deal. And we'll talk about those new units soon. But the math has been done and we have 295 possible stones that we'll be able to get from this celebration, not including any top grossing stuff, if you can complete all the content. So you could do a full round on both of these banners and still walk away ahead. But I'll raise you this. The 5th year anniversary will probably have the same or similar discounts. So each multi you do here is a multi that could have gone towards those better banners and could be the difference between getting LR Vegeta Blue and LR Gogeta Blue or getting shafted. And for those who are curious, your chance of pulling any LR on LR Gogeta and Vegeta's banners, because they have 3 featured ones, is about 14% in one multi versus 53% if you do 5 multis with the extra 200 plus stones you save not going in on these banners. For specifically LR Gogeta or Vegeta only, it's 4.88% in one multi and 22.36% in 5. We also know that these 2 new units are coming back during Thanksgiving, when Global traditionally gets Japan's Golden Week banners, and the banners they're coming on are kinda better outside of having the LR SS4s. So it's one of those times where global foresight really does pay off. So I just want you to keep those 2 points in mind while we talk about these units. So, the new SS3 Goku. His leader skill is essentially Super Saiyan 3, but also Gogeta and Angel Golden Frieza. He brings with him a category that isn't quite as bad as Gotenks' special pose category, but it's still not great. He's got Ki plus 3 to both categories, 170% to all stats for Otherworld Warriors, and 150% to all stats for Super Saiyan 3 characters. His super attack raises his attack for a turn, and his passive does a lot. He starts with a base 100% boost to attack and defense, then more defense if you have high HP, or more attack if you have low HP. If he gets at least 3 orbs, he also gets a 30% attack and defense boost for the turn. Now, he also transforms into Super Saiyan 3 in a very nostalgic animation, and his transformation condition is not bad at all. It's on the 3rd turn, but you do have to be above 80%. Most of the time, you'll be able to do that, but you might struggle a little bit to get that off in the harder modes. Then, once he transforms, his super attack still boosts his attack, and he has a 50% chance to stun. His passive essentially stays the same, but with higher numbers. He also gets a 33% chance to dodge if he gets 3 or more orbs, in addition to his attack and defense raise. And he tops it off with attacks effective against all types if you get 6 or more orbs. He's honestly pretty good, and Majin Vegeta is built about the same, so if we look at him here, his leader skill is better. Instead of Otherworld Warriors, he gets Super Saiyan 2, which is a much better category. He also gets Resurrected Warriors, which is a nice buff to that team. Instead of boosting attack, his super boosts defense. His passive is the same as Goku's but reversed. More attack when you have more HP, and more defense when you have less HP. His transformation condition is also the same as Goku's, but a big thing to note here is that he changes from Super Tech to Extreme Tech. If you're using him on a category team, it really won't matter much, but it's important to note if you're using him on a type team. After transforming, he also gets the stun chance, and his passive follows the same format as Goku. Instead of the 30% attack and defense boost for at least 3 orbs, he now gets attacks effective against all types, and at 6 orbs, he guards against all attacks. He does not get the dodge chance. So if you ask me which is better, I'd say Majin Vegeta, since the biggest difference is in their leader skill. Majin Vegeta is just a good chunk better there, but otherwise the two are pretty comparable. But we don't judge these banners just based on one unit, so let's look at what other featured units we have. So, Goku's banner has the new Goku, but he's also got this general pool Gohan. He supports Majin Buu category units, only super type Majin Buu category units, and is a hybrid Saiyan sub-leader. He's pretty decent, but nothing to write home about. LR SS3 Goku, who is just great, honestly. He's Goku's family leader, does tons of damage, just super good. STR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, who still finds a place on Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta's team, and he's still a pretty good Super STR leader to have, but most people who have been playing for a while have him already. Transformation Goku, who is great for new players because of his all super types 120% leader skill. UI Goku, who can be clutch with dodging, but he is outclassed as a Realm of Gods leader. AGL Kaioken Goku, who is good after his Easy Yay, but he doesn't come back very often, so you want to try to get him when he's available. And Tech SS3 Goku, who's just alright. He's a super tech leader if you need that. So on Goku's banner, you're really only looking for Int Goku, LR SS4 Goku, Transforming Goku if you're new, and AGL Kaioken Blue Goku if you don't have a copy. All the other units are decent, but definitely not the things you're trying to look for on these banners. Then on Vegeta's banner, over here, you've got Majin Vegeta, of course, Dabura, who is a lot like the General Pool Gohan, except he's a sub-lead for Majin Buu Saga, LR SS4 Vegeta, who's a lot like the SS4 Goku, except he's the best Vegeta's family lead, while LR Goku can be replaced with LR Gohan and Goten for Goku's family. AGL SS4 Vegeta, who's kind of the reverse of STR SS4 Goku, where he can be replaced on Goku's team with Tech SS4 Goku. Physical Transforming Vegeta, who has a lower super type leader skill at 100%, but more utility later on for players as he also gets a Pure Saiyan's leader skill. Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, who is also a Pure Saiyan's leader, Pure Saiyans being one of the most versatile categories in the game, so having him or Transforming Vegeta can be really helpful. And Int Blue Vegeta, who's pretty darn good after his EZA, but that hasn't come to global yet, and this STR SS3 Vegeta, who honestly just tanks like a monster considering how old he is. So between the banners, I'd say honestly Vegeta's is better in the long run, especially for new players. At the end of the day though, I won't blame anyone for summoning on these, as the discounts do make it more appealing, but if you're able to save, the amount of stones we get could make a huge difference in the 5th year anniversary for you. Now, am I personally summoning? Well, here's where I ignore a bit of my own advice. Since I've officially saved over my budgeting goal for the 5th year anniversary with enough to still be over after rotation because of the discounts, I'm going to be doing one rotation on Goku's banner. Given the discounts and the tickets, plus the fact that I can use half of the featured units including the LR, I think it's probably worth it for me personally. That being said though, as much as I love Majin Vegeta, I have every other unit on his banner aside from Dabura, so it's definitely a skip for me. All that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I hope it helped you inform your decision. Let me know what you're going to do in the comments down below, and I hope you all have a good day, good week, good life, and happy summons. Goodbye!